Kanyade, Keanuing, Elsa. Don't let these Hollywood-inspired terms fool you. They're the latest dating dilemmas to frustrate Chicago singles. We're going to figure out what it's all about. Local professional matchmaker Erika Kybartas from It's Just Lunch Chicago is here to break it down. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
We always learn so much from you. These are new terms. Let's start with Kanyade. What the heck is that?
It is 2020, new year, new dating terms, so it's never going to end. Kanyade is, if you know Kanye West, it's a huge thing going around. It's actually been a term that's been around a long time, but now it's related to dating. So Kanye loves Kanye the most. So this is when you're on a date and your date hijacks the conversation to make it all about themselves.
I feel like that's not just dating. I feel like that's a lot of people in normal conversation.
Oh my goodness, yeah, this is not just a dating term. Kanye goes all the way around. But when, for my clients I work with, I always say, if you're new back into the dating scene, to be a good conversationalist, you have to be a good listener. So nobody wants to be Kanye, but you definitely don't want to Kanye somebody.
And obviously that's got to be a major turnoff for the ladies.
Oh my goodness, of course. I always say if you leave the date and you don't know anything about that person or they don't know anything about you, you're not going to go on a second or third date.
Right. Okay, and then there's Keanuing. Keanu Reeves.
Yes, so this is actually a good dating term. So this is a positive one. More recently, Keanu Reeves came out with his partner, who is an artist, and just unexpected. Nobody really expected him to be with this person. So
because she's a normal-looking woman of a normal age, like his age, and people are like, oh, he's not with a hot young model.
Exactly. So highly encourage it. It's Just Lunch is my biggest advice I give everyone. Be open-minded. You want to go out with somebody you wouldn't normally meet on your own. And just, when you're dating, typically people who continually date the same kind of person and they think they have a type, if you're not in a relationship, it might be the types of people you're meeting.
Right. Your type might not be your type.
Exactly.
Or what you think your type should be.
Right.
And again, it's a younger person and you're only thinking about how they look.
Yeah, there's so many factors that go into a relationship. And, almost every single one of my clients that get into a relationship, it's somebody a little shorter than they wanted, or, maybe a little older or younger, or something's usually a little off because that chemistry is real between two people.
The world is not a perfect place, is it?
It's not. And there's no relationship that's perfect either.
And you got to be open for the unexpected. The other thing we see on your list there is Elsad. How do you get Elsad?
Yeah. So Elsad is really just another word, another term that dating experts came up with for being ghosted. Unfortunately.
So Elsa is from Frozen, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes,
the Ice Princess.
Yes, very popular these days. But really, instead of somebody, going radio silent or disappearing from the conversation, they freeze you out of the conversation. So it's sad we have to come up with another term for ghosting.
How do you handle that? Do you just let it go?
Exactly, yes. Let it go, the song from the movie, yes. I always say if you are the one being Elsa, let it go.
Yeah.
But don't Elsa anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're an adult and you want a relationship, you have to be adult enough to have the conversation that it's just not going to go anywhere.
Well, dating, I imagine, is tough enough. Why do we have so many bad behaviors like this?
So dating, it should be fun, and these dating terms are fun. It's humor that we have to add in while we're kind of trying to find that right person, but people are just so used to so many options these days. With online daters, there's so many options. It's so saturated. So they can go on 3 to 4 dates a night if they want. It's the bad behaviors.
I can't imagine that, can you?
Yeah.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
3 or 4 dates a night?
I don't know who would want to go on that many, but it's possible, and some people are doing that because they're not invested.
It just sounds icky.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is.
It is icky.
So for more information on what Erika does, go to itsjustlunchchicago.com and see how matchmakers work. Erika Kybartas, always entertaining and educational when you're here.
Well, thank you so much. I love coming. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.